You are now checked in to Stand Up New York Labs. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy. Hey! Some of that baby purr.
The sidecar
Can we
kept
start
going.
yet?
The motorcycle crashed, but the sidecar kept going.
I like that the sidecar has a separate motor.
It does. They're not even attached. Hey, it's Tuesdays with Stories. We're about 28 seconds in, and if you're still listening, God bless you.
Yeah, I am beat.
This is Jumpin' Joe List. Over there is Marvelous Mark.
Yay!
You supposed to say your last name.
Oh, Mark Normand here.
Yeah,
I like
Norman.
Marvelous Mark. That's a
Marvelous Mark's not bad. And over here we have
Sherman. How's my timing, guys?
we have Sherman Micah, one of my oldest and dearest friends.
We are old and dear friends.
Yeah, I don't know if we're old. You got some gray in your beard, though,
I got
bro.
a lot of gray in my beard.
Yikes.
it's a good-looking beard.
I'm a 32-year-old man.
Wow.
Now, Micah Sherman, one of the few people I remember meeting.
No, 'cause-
but
all right,
I did
sorry.
not meet you at that time.
No, yeah. Tell your version of how we met, and then I'll tell mine.
I met you at the Comedy Studio Christmas party in 2005.
Wow.
Chris Walsh introduced us, and you were with our friend Katie Lasky, who was wearing a neck brace.
And you think that was at the old Comedy Connection.
That was at the Comedy Studio.
Okay.
Yeah, up at the bar at the Comedy Studio. And I remember.
Katie Lasky and I were dating
Yeah.
at that time, and there was some controversy there. Should we be using her last name? Is that...
Oh, she doesn't listen.
What controversy? There's no controversy.
Yeah, you had a crush on her, and I was
Oh,
dating
boy.
her.
No, I didn't have a crush on her until later. I met her that
jeez.
day.
All
You
right.
guys broke up the next night.
Oh, boy. The phones are lighting up.
Oh, gee whiz. Yeah.
Which is weird, because these are old, opaque phones.
Yeah.
We've also had sex with the same gal.
Oh,
We have?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
about this.
I shouldn't
Oh,
say the name.
You never had sex with Katie.
No, I mean me and you.
Different guy.
Oh, yeah. Who
Well, we'll talk later.
really?
What are you doing? That's it. What kind of?
Just say her first name.
Yes, initials.
Ugh, I think she listens.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a big fan. She sent us a couple Chipotles.
You're kidding.
Really?
No, but I shouldn't say the name. We'll
Is she a
say
comic?
Jeez.
no.
I don't think I've ever slept. No, scratch that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh wow. Boy,
All
this is
right, we'll talk
fascinating.
about it.
Yeah.
Why are you keeping this from the listeners?
Well,
We have a connection.
She's a listener.
Our penises have touched.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess
she's
so.
a listener. She's already mad as is. She's like, "What is this?" She's
Yeah, I
already the
guess so.
topic.
Well, we'll say Michelle.
Oh boy.
That's not her name.
Well, then she lied about fucking you.
Michelle.
All right, well, we'll move on.
Ah, this is crazy. We're hitting a roadblock here. I
Sorry,
love it.
sorry, Michelle.
I love the juice.
I
Sorry,
thought that would
fake
be
Michelle.
a great jumping off point.
Well, here's the jumping off point. I met Joe. I first moved to Boston in 2005, and I was acting at the Improv Asylum there.
Mike is a wonderful improviser and sketch actor, and formerly a stand-up comedian. I thought you were great,
Oh, thanks.
and a
dude.
musician as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I was performing there, but I wanted to do stand-up comedy, and had been for, I guess, about 5 years at that point. So I went to an open mic at the Comedy Connection. I saw Joe. Joe's the only guy getting laughs.
hey.
Hey, all right.
Laying it down, killed it. And so I was like,
thanks.
I'm going to talk to that guy
Yeah.
afterwards. I'm like, hey, where are the good open mics here? He turned me on to Emerald Isle
Right.
in Dorchester and some other
Dorchester.
Dick Doherty's Beantown
Yeah,
Comedy Vault.
Sunday night. Yeah,
Yeah.
which was a bringer, and I was real nice.
You were super nice to me. Like really, really cool guy.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, I want to get to know that guy. And then he introduced himself a couple times after that.
Well, I forget. I had a drinking issue, and
So did I. I remembered you.
and you forget. We drank quite a bit together.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a
Good
great
fun.
deal.
Boy, so much to get into.
I
here.
also don't drink anymore.
That's exciting.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great.
How long?
You can't tell by my face. I've maintained a lot of that
Oh, you look great.
alcohol puffiness because I replaced it with chocolate.
Ah, yeah, that's what happens.
Maybe I'll just do that with
Chocoholic.
cakes and cupcakes.
Yeah,
Right,
that happens.
right.
That happens hardcore. I would drink like 2 Cokes and like 3 Hershey bars at one time, and then my teeth started to turn yellow in 1988.
Oh, mine.
So,
Mine was from smoking.
all right. You've lost a lot of weight though. You got
Yeah.
pretty ballooned for a while there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Thank
you were a real
And,
pig.
I really made fun, and I probably was insensitive.
Oh well, I still have. What do you call it? The
Water weight.
Scars.
No, the body of a 1920s strongman.
Yeah, you
Oh,
always
yeah.
have. I remember I wanted to do
Like a thick
sketch.
trunk.
Yeah, 'cause
barrel chest.
you were wearing boxer briefs one time. You look like a 30s fighter or a circus performer or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and like back then it was just like the biggest guys. They didn't
Yeah.
have any concept of weightlifting.
Yeah, right.
That was always a great scene in Big Fish when the giant comes in and they hit the kick. They fire the old giant.
Big
Oh,
Fish,
yeah.
which
It's
I
like
saw
6'2".
on Broadway.
Wow.
Oh, is it good?
Yes, no.
Oh.
It's no longer running, but
Great movie.
the guy from Rent. Well, anybody listening like musicals?
The phones are not
100.
lighting up.
21,600 minutes.
21,600 minutes.
That's how many listeners we have as well.
Yeah.
It's a big show.
Anyways, he did a great job, but it was a rough go of it.
PU.
I remember meeting you as well. 2008
Oh yeah.
Comedy Studio. You
Oh,
were
really?
hosting with Kaplan. You guys
Okay.
were doing the music. Isn't it ironic?
Oh yeah.
That was big.
Ironic.
Yeah. Our
Yes.
song, Ironic, where none of the lyrics are ironic.
Right.
Which is the song Ironic, I think none of the lyrics are ironic.
Right. We
No.
made them specifically unironic.
Right. But I always hear people were always like, you ever notice that the song Ironic, none of the things are actually ironic? And that's when I was like, I guess I don't know what ironic means. To be
Yeah.
perfectly
I
honest.
still don't.
No, me either.
I don't
Which is
either.
ironic that you wrote a song.
And in that word, I don't know if I comes before E or the other way around. You can't. It's hard to tell.
Except after C,
Right.
received.
But not in way and weight and hay.
Something about hay.
Yeah, geez.
Hey. Hay has an E in it.
Weight and something.
Weight and freight.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, this has hit another roadblock.
Boy, this is the Roadblock episode.
This isn't a grammar show.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Like, I'm still getting,
What the hell was that?
still getting over my
Wow,
sinus
while we're in
infection.
this pothole, we might as well pull a shovel out.
Last time we talked, boy, I was at a low point last episode.
You were in a funk.
You haven't heard it yet because it comes out tomorrow. Micah is also a regular listener to the show.
I'm also a regular funky guy.
You are a funky
I
guy.
get funky, but now that I'm not drinking, significantly less funky.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Micah wore red pants
Got on the Reds.
and also brought his own cans,
Yes.
which is
Headphones.
which is showbiz for
Industry
headphones.
talk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, last time I saw you guys, I saw you anyways. We talked last week's episode. I wanted to kill myself. Lost a suitcase, the iPad, the whole thing. I've gotten none of it back, but I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
feeling better. I'm coming off one of the best weekends of my life. I did my Uncle Dale's firefighter benefit
how was that?
show up in Avon, Massachusetts. A few of the listeners came out. Sure do appreciate
Whoa.
it.
That's awesome.
And boy, best weekend of my life. We drove up Friday night, me and Greg Stone and Anthony DeVito, both previous guests, past guests, and two of the great guys,
Great
hilarious
guys.
guys. We had to leave. We were going to leave at noon on Saturday for the show. They stay at my parents' house. These people that do this gig, I appreciate because it's like $100. It's a 450-mile round trip. No hotel. You got to stay at my parents' house, which is nice. You've both stayed at my parents' house before.
Lovely home.
Yeah, nice home. And I remember my family kept calling you Miker.
That's how you pronounce it in New England.
It is, yeah. So anyways, we drive up, and I call these guys, and I'm like, hey, folks, we got to leave Friday night at 1 a.m. because the Bruins are playing at 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, and I just can't miss the playoff game. And a lot of people would have been like, fuck you, what are you talking about? These guys were like, they're down.
They can rally.
They're like, all right, let's leave at 2 a.m. for a hockey game.
Yeah.
Woo! Anthony's like, there's nothing I want more than to watch a hockey game with your family. So I said, all right. Greg Stone wears his New Jersey Devils hat. We leave New York at 2 a.m., similar to our car trip that time. I was telling
yeah.
that story. We get in at 6 a.m., sun's up, we're laughing it up, we're yucking it up, we're slapping each other in the face, we're chewing Claritin D's to stay awake.
yeah.
Yeah, we're jerking each other off, telling all kinds. We're talking about God and the existence. It was just a great night. And we go to sleep. We sleep for 5 hours. My family comes over. We're throwing bags. The cornhole.
I love cornhole.
Cornhole tournament we've played in my backyard
Oh,
before.
yeah.
We're playing. Greg and Anthony, they've never played. They suck. So Chip and I we each have one of them on our team. So
Right,
it's basically
right.
just Chip and I one-on-one. These two douches are just throwing beanbags on each other.
Horseshoes should be called metal cornhole.
It really is a metal cornhole. Speaking of metal cornholes, how'd the surgery go?
Not well.
Oh, boy. We'll get to that.
Still spotting.
So,
Well, thank God for the red pants.
those are white pants. So Greg and Anthony, they have no idea how serious Chip and I are. We're trying to win. They're throwing it behind their backs, the whole thing. And
Wait,
my,
who is Chip?
my brother-in-law.
Oh.
You never met him?
No.
Oh.
I met Chip.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Oh, really?
Great guy. He laughs at everything.
Real pumpkin pie haircut on that guy.
Yeah. He's a great guy. Laughs at everything.
I love a laugher.
Oh man,
Love him.
he's a good laugher. He's in all these videos and vines that Sarah and I have made. He's a terrific. He just gets it. He gets a great sense of humor.
Usually a Chip is a villain. You know,
Right.
it's like the guy with no socks and the boat shoes, you know, at the
Yes.
high school you hate.
A popped collar,
Yes.
white pants
Yes.
as opposed to the red pants.
Or the lame chipmunk.
Is that one of the? That's
yeah,
not one of the
Dale was the
chipmunks.
funny guy. He was the drunk one with the red nose.
Oh right, Chip and Dale.
Yeah, Chip and Dale is the Donald Duck of chipmunks.
Agreed.
Also odd that they named a cartoon after the male strippers.
Might have been the other way around.
Oh, really? Well, then that's odd.
That's odd as well.
Yeah, name a male stripper of a cartoon.
Interesting thing about that. The benefit is for my Uncle Dale, brother-in-law Chip.
Oh,
We have a Chip and Dale
There
in
it
my
is.
family.
Wow.
Both terrific guys.
Also odd, another cartoon thing. Winnie the Pooh, there's a character that's loud and annoying named Tigger.
Ooh.
Doesn't that seem a little bit of a close call there?
This seems like a good
Interesting.
opportunity to address this.
Oh, boy.
I've enjoyed your podcast a lot.
Oh no!
Oh, gee.
Here
you
it
guys are
comes.
some racist homophobes.
Oh,
What
what
are
are
you
you
crazy?
crazy?
Come
Mateo
on.
Lane.
We've had
We had
black people
Brandon.
on. We've had gays
Brandon
on.
Collins, Mateo Lane.
I'm a homo.
Come on.
Here's what I like about
I'm
it.
black.
My father's gay.
First of all, every time you guys are having a good time, it always ends with we're just jerking each other off and sucking cock, which is awesome.
I lived in
here's what I
Harlem.
like.
I lived in Harlem and voted for Obama once.
First of all, the Nets move on in the playoffs. That's exciting.
Hey, blacks.
And the and
You've
the
always
Clippers.
called me racist. It hurts my feelings.
That's because you've always been racist.
Throw that around. Why do you throw that around? That's wild.
No, here's the great thing about it. In light of all this Donald Sterling bull,
Oh, my hero.
bullshit,
I
right?
love Donald Sterling. I would fuck him.
That guy's the truth.
We'd both suck his dick.
Yes.
If he was
Together.
gay though, nothing doing. Yeah,
get
it's
out of my
gross,
city.
Gross, right?
Well, the Donald
I
Sterling
like
is,
I
is
like that you
obnoxious.
guys talk candidly about where you're at with race relations and homosexuality.
Yeah,
That
everybody-
doesn't happen enough.
People tiptoe around it, which I think is more insulting.
I agree.
Show them the respect. You know,
I do too.
people treat
How are
minorities like
how are we
10-year-olds.
going to reach each other? How are we going to come to some sort of consensus if I don't let you know right out how much of a racist homophobe I am?
Oh, come
You're
on.
patronizing, and I
Yes.
don't appreciate it. I think you're a homo. You black.
Yeah, you dirty spick.
Wow.
I go back to my own argument. Racist people don't move into Harlem. The people that would refuse to come to my house, those people are racist.
Oh, those are racist.
And
people.
those
Yes.
same people call me racist
Yes.
because I'm out here going like this. Hey, you know these black people throw their trash everywhere
Right.
in Harlem. Some of them.
Some
Not
of
all
them.
of them.
Not
That's
all.
true of New York
Oh,
City.
boy.
That was bad.
Was it?
That was a little. Well, you're lumping. You can't generalize.
Well, go up to Harlem.
Ah, no, the dog shit too.
Yes.
I will say this: every time I do go to Harlem, there's always some kind of incident. Mm-hmm. I dated a Jamaican woman who lived at
Whoa.
145th and Lenox.
Was she a nanny?
I've had
No,
sex
no,
with black
no.
women, too.
She was a Broadway actress,
Ah.
and so we went out for dinner.
Porgy and Bess?
Haven't seen it.
Oh. Is that what she was in?
Oh no, she was
okay.
in Fela.
Ah, Fela.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fela.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fela.
Beat me to it.
Good comic.
Yeah, not a lot of people went to that Broadway musical.
No. Also, I live in Bed-Stuy, for the record.
Yeah.
But continue.
And I lived in Harlem.
Yep, and I live in Park Slope.
Ugh.
Not too many blacks there.
Boy, these lesbians are just leaving their babies around everywhere.
But you don't really think we're racist.
No. Well,
Thank God.
I
Don't
think,
say anymore.
I think that everybody harbors those kinds of
Yeah, black,
feelings,
white,
and
Spanish.
to stuff it down. I don't think really serves much of a purpose unless you are like so incredibly racist that you can't conduct business, or like
Of course.
that like if your mind's not going to be changed about anything, you're going to lose a lot of money because you're racist, and for good reason.
Yeah. And you live in New York City. If you were racist in New York City, you wouldn't be able to function.
Well, every time we'd go out, every time we'd go out in Harlem, and it's always like young black men who would like give me a hard time, like just walking down the street, like, "Hey, you want some?"
Yeah.
Like, what?
What do you think I want?
Yeah. First of all, what?
Do you have
Probably-
pie?
Yeah, I don't know.
probably
We're looking
chicken.
for some restaurant recommendations, but it didn't seem like that's what he wanted.
No.
I wasn't asking if that's what I wanted.
But now, why isn't that guy a racist?
He is.
Okay,
That's
no
racist.
One, no one calls people out.
I think he's prejudiced. Traditionally speaking,
Here we go with the
racists.
prejudice,
Yes.
racist.
Racists are in the majority, and they use their privilege to undermine and subjugate those who are in the minority.
Right, right.
That's where
Well, we certainly don't do that.
you have no power.
No.
no power.
No.
They booked this. That's about it.
Yeah, and you've had some blacks and some
Of
gays.
course. Just-
One
We've
gay.
had three.
Just enough.
You had,
All
a
told.
black and a gay.
2 blacks, 1 gay.
Well,
Hey, we got a big black fan.
yes, 2. We got
2
a
black fans,
woman,
and one of them's a woman.
One's a lady. Not a misogynist.
We're killing it. Here's the thing with racists, I know racist people.
Yes.
I call them my family.
yeah.
All right, take it easy. Racist
Debbie.
people are like, look at this black asshole. I hate that black guy.
Yeah.
I love everybody, and then I'm like this. Oh yeah, that guy just threw his McDonald's bag on the ground. He's
He
black.
sucks.
I've seen a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of black people throw their trash on the ground and don't pick up after their dog shit.
You know, I'm not going
and
to say.
that's my observations.
I'm not going to say that in the 50s or at the turn of the century we had better race relations than we do now.
Of course.
However, people who were comfortable with other cultures spoke their mind. And they're like, "Hey, I'm Italian,
Right.
right? And you're a black guy, and this is how we're different.
yeah.
Look at this." And now we're finding ways that we're same, and we're talking about it. But in the 90s, and for good reason, things became politically correct. But I think we're moving out of that now, and you guys are on the forefront.
Yeah.
Forefronting. Wait, I had another thing to say about race, and I forget what it was. Oh, for the record, I hate white people, groups of white people, more than I could ever hate any group of black people or Hispanic people or gay people. These corporate highest up 1% government white people that are ruining the planet and starting wars and going to kill all of us. I hate those people. Those are the only groups of people I actually fucking hate.
Yeah. It just
I bet you wouldn't
bugs
call me racist.
Yeah, that's what it bugs me. People go, "Oh, white people are the worst," and you go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." It's like, well, why is it okay to make that terrible generalization? But if you say anything about people with darker skin color, the whole fucking world shuts down.
Because it's truthful,
Uh huh.
and it doesn't come from a place of power.
It's the
Right?
power. That's
you know,
what
like
it
you
is.
can't make fun of somebody at a comedy show if they're sympathetic.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
If you make fun of somebody in a wheelchair because they're in a wheelchair and that's the joke,
Right.
people are going to turn against you.
Of course.
It's different if you're making fun of white people who have a lot of power.
So that's the difference between Rush Limbaugh and us.
Precisely.
Also, he's
But he's-
successful.
That's what I mean. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, right.
He's successful in his power. But he's
Yeah.
also a hateful piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate that guy.
I just forget
But I'm
that
not racist.
white people are powerful because I'm so poor and live in a shitty apartment. So I forget. So when I'm making fun of a black guy, people go, "Hey, you can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, I thought we were the same."
Well, here's the thing. Because of institutional racism, you have more of an opportunity to become one of those people of power
Right,
than
right,
your
right.
black counterparts who right now are in the same position.
Yeah.
But they're going to face situations that you're not going to have the misfortune to have to go through.
Uh-huh.
And that's the difference between racism and prejudice.
Yes. Also, well,
Interesting.
I think prejudice is about culture. Well, that's a bigot. That's a bigot.
All right.
Bigot is a guy like, I don't hate black people, but if they see a guy like, yo, 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 they're like, oh, that guy's annoying. That's a bigot. It's
Well-
not the skin color.
But that guy is
I
annoying.
don't know if that's.
I
The
know.
guy that goes, yo, yo, yo.
No, it is annoying.
That's
but
annoying.
You're,
I think-
you're
I think-
bigoted against his culture.
I think bigotry is racism unchecked. It's like I'm racist and I know it, and I'm not going to change my ways or even think about anything else, even though it's completely illogical.
Got it.
I think bigotry, like racism, also there's like levels of being illogical in it. There's also logical racism,
No, of course.
right? Like if you're like a small woman walking by herself in the middle of the night, and you're passing
boy.
a loud group of youths.
Yes.
You know,
Well, that's just what do you call it? That's your body protecting
that's self-preservation.
you. Self-preservation. There you go. You profiling is a necessary skill.
Yeah, it's labeling and it's creating patterns and it's creating meaning in the world.
I mean, you do it with dogs too. You see a dog growling, fucking drool coming out of his mouth. Ah, you're like, I'll go the other way.
I'm prejudiced against dogs for sure.
The problem with labeling and what was the word that you used?
Profiling.
Profiling. When it starts to hinder other people's rights and abilities
Yes.
to pursue happiness,
That's it.
It becomes bigotry and unchecked racism, which
Right.
is not helpful for our culture at large.
Well, Patrice O'Neill has that great joke. He's like,
Had.
well.
Oh, that's
Jeez
racist,
Louise.
Micah.
Oh, boy, too
Jesus
soon.
Christ.
Good Lord. Yikes.
Laughing at a black guy's death?
Ooh, way to bring it down.
Jesus Christ.
We were having hilarious racial
Boy.
talk, and you had to.
You're a goddamn faggot.
Oh boy, what a coon!
Hey!
No. But he had that great joke about he's like, white people are so scared of looking racist now that they'll see like 8 black guys and be like, I'm not going to cross the street. They're just, it's 4 a.m. They're all drinking and twirling guns around. But hey, I'm not racist. I'm going to walk right by him. He's
Yeah.
like, no, run, you idiot, run.
Yeah. Or that Cedric the Entertainer bit in Kings of Comedy, where black people see a group of people running one way and they join and they're like, what go? All right, I'm going.
Right,
and then the white people are like, what's going on here? It's like they get hit on the head.
Yeah.
And then why didn't somebody tell me?
I'll tell you, when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of comedy, and I grew up in a black neighborhood, and whenever those black comics would do the white guy voice, like, hey, how are you, Mortimer?
Mortimer.
Well, whatever it was. Hey, Stanley.
That's more like it.
pushing the glasses up.
Yeah.
That used to kill me. Like, it hurt my feelings so much as a kid.
Still funny.
No, I hated it.
You hated it.
It hurt my feelings. I was like, growing up in a black neighborhood, you were always the nerdy white guy, white bread, cracker.
Did you grow up in a black neighborhood?
Yeah, I said that 4 times. That would
Today?
really hurt me to my soul when I was a kid.
You grew up in a black neighborhood?
But
Yes.
it hurts me when someone calls me racist because I'm just trying to be honest and talk about and talk about things and make observations and be funny and entertaining. And I think a lot of these people that are like, oh, you're racist, and I don't say that. I don't want to. I think deep down those people are actual racists.
That's what it is.
I feel like Mark and I are less racist than the majority of white people that are like, whoa,
Yeah.
take it easy with the they're loud. Come on.
Yeah, well, they're the role players. They're the glue players. You guys just have better stats than them.
All right, I'll take it.
I'm not sure what that means.
Racist stats.
I don't have any racist stats. I'm not racist. I like to talk about race.
Because it exists. It's
And-
not like we're against it. It's a thing that's in the world. So
I
why
don't
not
think
talk about it?
there's anything to be. I'll freely say that I'm racist.
Really?
Yeah,
Not
I
me.
don't, I don't think that there's anything to be ashamed of.
What about the Jamaican chick?
Yeah, what about the Harlem, the Jamaican chick, the hoop?
I'm not saying I'm a KKK member. I'm saying that there are certain
Couldn't get in?
like growing up. What?
You couldn't get in?
No, they wouldn't accept.
Okay.
Too tall.
I mean, there's certain like experiences that I had around groups of black people when I was younger that really were frightening, and I'm
me
sure
too.
I'm
Me
sure I
too.
still like have a lot of like vulnerability there that I have like paved over with like generalizations that if I don't talk about them with people, they can like calcify and become bigotry.
Yes.
But to talk about it keeps that flowing, and then eventually that sort of moves out of your system. And there's still things that like I had real bad experiences.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been mugged twice, and everyone I know, every white person I know has been mugged by a black person at some point.
Yeah. 3
I haven't.
times in New York.
What do you mean you haven't?
I've never been mugged by a black guy.
Oh, what were you?
I've never been mugged.
What are you alluding to?
I'm huge.
What do you mean?
What?
Penis?
No.
Not what I heard.
Oh,
Wait, but you.
Wait, what did Michelle say?
Oh boy.
Hello.
She said she's never seen a comic with a large member, which is I'm like laying next to her naked. It's like,
Wow.
"Oh," and I was like, "What about Micah?" And she was like, "Should I repeat it?"
send this
Hello.
gal
Yeah.
my way.
I know, right?
Yeah, I got a big old piece. You've seen it a bunch.
I have. It's a big old piece.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Milton Berle over here.
Uncle Milty. Well, now I feel like everyone at home is listening and hates us.
You know what it is?
I don't think they do.
think they.
I think it's refreshing to listen to your podcast.
Oh well, that makes
Everyone
me feel better.
Is completely full of shit when it comes. I mean, even the Donald Sterling thing. I've said horrifying things on a phone call about every race, creed, and Jew. But you know, we all go, oh yeah. It's kind of like when Eddie Murphy picks up a hooker. You know, you're like, oh, what a sicko. Come on, we've all thought about it. Everybody's had racial thoughts and
But
horrible
his thing
thoughts.
wasn't a hooker; it was a guy.
All right, it was a
Either
tranny.
way, he's
We've
free,
all
he's
thought
free
about
to do.
trannies.
He's free to. He's
Yeah.
free to do with his time what he wants to do.
Of course.
The Donald Sterling thing is absurd.
It's absurd.
Well, it was pretty offensive.
But I think she's baiting him.
It was.
Oh, she was totally baiting him.
He was
yeah.
baited, and now we're people are getting punished for private thoughts they have, and they're secretly recording with their
Right.
girlfriend. Can you imagine the conversations you've had with your girlfriend?
Oh, my God.
Here's the
That's
thing.
insane.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. He is a bigot.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
and he's not gonna. He's an 80-year-old man. He's not gonna change.
No.
Right.
Okay, and so to have someone like him around who is clearly not going to change or apologize is terrible for the league.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Is
it's
the
a
league-
primarily black league.
Up until the moment that came out, the league had never been doing better ever, and then it became must-see TV with that. The
Right.
league loved it. They loved it. ESPN loved it. Must-see TV,
But you
baby.
can't keep a guy like that around. And they were just waiting for something like this to happen with that guy because he's got a track record
Right.
of bigoted racism.
So they're thrilled.
to move him out of the league.
But it's still a scary thing when you can be recorded privately and then be punished harshly.
Here's the thing: he
Yeah.
could
Things you said.
have taken care of everything by going, listen, what I said was something that I said in confidence, and I apologize for it. I realize that it was wrong, and I'm going to make amends in whatever way that I can. What does he do? Nothing for a week, and then says, I should have paid her off.
Ah.
I'm sure he's a shitty
I mean,
guy.
he's
Yeah,
a shitty
he is
guy.
A shitty guy.
Yeah, shitty guy.
He's a piece of shit who should die.
You know what?
Very
John
attractive.
Moses posted this. A very funny comedian. He's like, I'd like to have the recording of the 420 NBA players' reactions when what's his name, Collins came out of the closet.
Oh,
Let's get those recordings out there.
Oh, wow.
Let's
That's
hear
great.
some of that. I mean, can you imagine
That's
the
a strong
racism that is coming from the players?
The homophobia.
I mean, unbelievable. And racism.
Yeah.
So let's start kicking everybody out. Let's
Right.
hear all the conversation.
That's
I mean,
a
it's
great
insane.
point.
I mean,
Great
this is
point.
America.
Yes.
For God's sakes. And the guy's a piece of shit. Fuck him. I don't care about the
Yeah.
NBA anyways. But
The guy sucks,
it's
but
fucking,
still.
it's terrifying that, you know, my girlfriend, they would hang her if I posted some of these conversations we've had.
It would
Hang
hang
And
her?
me too. Us, both of us,
Oh,
together.
wow.
Which I'd kind of be into, weirdly. You know what I mean?
Well, you like choking.
We're naked. I don't like joking. I like spitting, though.
Oh, really?
I love a good spit in the mouth.
You like a spit and not a choke?
Hate the choke. Well, choke is pain. I don't like any pain, scratch. We talked about this, the biting.
You don't like
I
to
like
inflict
a
the pain.
spit in my mouth. Yeah, get it in here.
You like an emotional.
I don't like an emotional pain either.
You like a degradation.
What's that mean?
That means to degrade.
Yeah, degrade me.
Love it.
Yeah. I wanted to fucking,
Slap
really,
you?
not slap
You
me
like a
because that
slap?
hurts.
The ass
You
slap.
like to be called a piece of shit?
No, not that either. I just like the spit. It's hot. It's like a bodily function, you know?
She goes, you're a hack.
No, I don't imagine that either.
Shitty comic.
That hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
I like a sit on my face, squirt on
Oh,
me. You know
love
what I
the
mean?
squirting,
I want
yeah.
that asshole in my eye.
Right, yeah.
The whole thing.
I had a girl walk up a loft bed once, put my face right in there.
What do you mean? Into the bed?
Well, no, while she was on the ladder.
Oh, into her asshole?
Naked climbing up a ladder, and I just fucking dived my face right into her ass.
That's a lot of fun. I like
was
that.
a good time. Yeah, I went in.
I watched a pornographic video recently of a bunch of chicks squirting in a guy's face over and over again.
Wow.
Like a bukkake, a female.
yeah.
I'm into that,
That's
baby.
great.
I
That-
would like to just drown in that.
That squirting is wild. It's the projectile is insane. It's like a super soaker.
Yeah.
It's got a great stream.
I want to
a-
fuck a squirter at her apartment.
Yes.
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, it's a special skill.
Yeah,
that
I would love
really-
a squirt.
really
I've tried
ruin the
desperately to get girls to squirt. I'm punching them and
Yeah,
pulling
yeah.
their-
That's a no-go right
I'm
there. a cunt
pulling their
punch.
feet and
Oh,
licking
yeah.
their butts.
I'll
I
teach
like-
you how to do it after the program.
I think some girls are not squirters.
Some girls are not squirted.
That's a fact. I've done all the things. I've watched a million videos. I've studied it
the
since
claw.
I was
You seen
11.
the claw move, all that shit.
Claw. I've had my fist in there
man,
and
in the past-
elbowing her in the neck.
I've actually put water in there and tried to squeeze her stomach.
Yeah.
In the past 2 years, I've been able to make it happen for everybody.
Get the fuck out
Well,
of
it's a
town.
lucky streak. You've been.
And I guess
getting
it's
with good
a
girls.
lucky streak.
Not Michelle.
Oh boy.
if we're thinking of the same person, You are wrong, my friend.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Well, I gotta take a class, buddy.
Now, you both said she has huge vaginas. I'm kidding. I don't know who you're talking about. That'd be funny.
Huge cunt.
Got a couple
said she
big
was a huge
vaginas.
Several vaginas.
one in between her legs and one on her forehead.
Oh, boy. I'm hurt that you called us racist. It's killing
Yeah,
me.
that bothers me as well.
It's burning me up. And
It's
the
just a label.
homophobic.
It's
I
just
mean,
a label. It's just a word. And I'm homophobic.
what?
I don't. I
What?
find.
Oh, boy.
Where's all this? You just said you were racist. Now, what's
Yeah.
going on here?
You ever
You're
watch
projecting.
a gay porn
Yes.
by accident or on purpose?
I've come across it.
You've seen
too.
it, right? Repulsive.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
It's
Yeah.
hideous.
That's not homophobic.
That's not homophobic.
Oh, what is it?
It's something that you're not into, that you find gross. I
I
mean,
certainly used to be homophobic.
a girl eating her own shit is fucking gross, but I'm not womanophobic. I'm not heterophobic.
Aren't you? That's kind of slut shaming.
What does that mean?
That means shaming a slut
Oh.
for being a slut.
Why are you calling her a slut?
It's,
You know what I mean? Just because you're grossed up by something doesn't
she's
mean
eating
you're
her own
homophobic.
shit.
I'm not afraid of gay people. I'm not homosexual.
I used to- yeah, I
find
used to-
that gross.
You're grossed out by mustard too.
Yes,
You-
exactly.
You don't hate mustard.
No, not mustard phobic.
Yeah.
if you're grossed out by mustard, you hate mustard, right?
No, you could not hate it. You could be in the same room with mustard.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I just don't
Mustard's
enjoy
on the
it.
table,
It's
you're
not
fine.
for me.
So I think we might be splitting hairs here a little bit on labels.
Pubic hairs? Ha
Precisely. All right.
Wait. You used to be homophobic? You used to
Yeah,
be like,
when-
I don't like gay people.
Yeah, when I was younger.
Wow.
You're from North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Kakalaka.
And I grew up in a Unitarian church where there's a ton of the gays, lots of them coupled off.
Oh, wow.
And I found
Interesting.
and I was also a jock. I played basketball.
Aha.
I was real good at basketball.
I've
True.
heard.
I've played.
And so I moved up in the ranks pretty quickly. And I found that as I was engaging with basketball, all the guys there were homophobic.
Uh-huh.
So much so that we'd in order to
You'd fuck.
we just have the sweatiest, hottest sex. We would our coach forced us to take a shower together.
Ooh.
It was one of these big rooms with like 8 spigots in it, right?
Oh, I hate this
Oh,
already.
boy.
And he was like, you got to go in there and take a shower after practice because that's the kind of men I'm going to have on my team.
What?
And-
Jesus, this sounds
Because
creepy.
A little forced, right?
very forced.
Sandusk-esque.
And now you're on a basketball team with only
Little
8.
Sandusky.
Yes. Yeah.
There was only 8 spigots on the team?
I see what you did.
It's like a good combo. Are you a bigot? I'm a spigot.
All right.
So we would go in there wearing our jock straps
Oh, there
so
you
that
go.
we couldn't look at each other's penises.
Smart move. Way
Is
to-
it?
Yeah.
I think 8 teenagers soaking wet in jock straps is one of the gayest things I can think
Sure.
of.
Say it slower.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little itchy. No, wearing a wet jockstrap.
Anyway, so
And why do you wear jockstraps for basketball?
because you get hit in the testicles a lot.
Oh, I've never worn a jockstrap for basketball.
Well, look into it.
All right, will.
That's why he's so good.
It's because I wore a jock strap all those years.
Yeah. So what
So
happened?
I'd go to
Showering?
church. I go to this Unitarian church and
After
I'd
the
be-
shower.
right after the shower.
Okay.
After the Sunday morning practice.
Yeah.
And I'd head to church, and I just found like I was like illogically afraid of the gay men. Like,
Interesting.
oh, they're gonna like hit on me, or
Wow.
like they're like sexual advances from someone undesirable to me was very scary to me. And like, what's the worst thing that could happen is just you have an awkward situation. You go, sorry, I'm 14 and I'm not gay.
Yeah.
So I joined the Gay Straight Alliance at my school.
Ah.
And I was just like, I'm going to force myself to be around
Good for
gay
you.
people a lot.
Yeah.
And also I was like, I'm going through puberty now. If I was gay, I wouldn't even be open to it, and I
Right.
wouldn't be open to something that could bring me the most happiness in my life.
Aha.
So let me check this out. I learned pretty quickly that I'm not gay,
Right.
and got over my homosexuality pretty quickly. Although, fun story.
Please.
After my freshman year in college, I came back, and I was in a long distance relationship with a woman. Pretty depressed about that, and not really happy at college. I was really happy in high school. And the advisor for the Gay Straight Alliance, who was old man, bald, white hair, goatee, white goatee, Had been in a relationship for 25 years with his partner. He's like, hey, why don't we get together and we can catch up and you can tell me about your first year at school. I was like, all right, cool. Calls me a couple days later. Do you like Mediterranean food?
Oh,
I was
boy.
like, yeah, I do. He's like, all right, great. Let's meet at this restaurant. I was like, perfect.
That's where gay started.
He calls me up right in the Mediterranean.
Mm-hmm.
He calls me day of. He goes, I picked it up. Why don't you just come on over to my house? And I was
boy.
like, yeah, no problem.
It's free meal.
It's a free meal. Nice conversation, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Show up at his house. His partner's nowhere to be found.
Mm.
And I was like,
He's got a camera set up.
Oh boy.
So he goes, we eat and we talk a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of depressed, not really doing very
Oh
well.
boy.
That's how they get you.
And he goes,
you're putty in his
he
hands.
goes, hey, I tell you what, why don't you come upstairs and I'll show you some pictures
Oh,
of
jeez.
the house that I just bought with my partner. And I was like, well,
So you knew he was gay.
yeah.
Okay.
He's out. He's been out for years
Right.
publicly.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, boy, I never want to look at pictures of a house.
Yeah. Right?
Nobody wants to see pictures of a house.
Not straight people, no.
so homophobe. We go upstairs. We start looking. I'm sitting in the chair. He's sort of like, you know how you do when you're like, hey, take a look at this at my computer. I'm going to sit to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the mouse while you get a good view here in front of the thing.
Oh, I'm already so nervous.
So was I.
Yeah.
I was like, this seems like a not good situation to be in.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's clicking around, and he goes, he sort of like, he turns to me, so we're like square on each other, and he's like, Micah, you're a very special
Oh boy.
guy,
Mhm.
and if I were younger,
Oh jeez.
I would. You're the kind of guy that I just want to have for my own, and to hug and kiss and hold.
Wow.
And I was like,
You came?
oh, that was hot. And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. And so I just left. And just like, I didn't let it get to the point where like he could make an actual move on me.
Right.
And there's the question. Does he think that either maybe I was gay and that he wanted to sort of help me come out of the closet,
Yeah.
Mm.
or
He was just going for it.
was he just letting me know that, while I was depressed, that like I really am a special person, and that like I'm attractive to people, and like I shouldn't be so down,
He could have told you that at the restaurant.
right?
Yeah.
Or was he coming on to me? We never got to the bottom of that. However, just like Donald Sterling, he never followed up.
Oh.
He never called again. I haven't talked to him since.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that was like an inappropriate move that he
Totally.
was. Granted, I was 18 at the time, but still, like you can feel. When,
Oh yeah.
But at that point, I was like, well, I'm pretty comfortable in my heterosexuality. I'm very comfortable around gay men now. I love gay men.
Love
like they're the most fun. They know how to have a good time. They know how to party.
Yeah.
And dress.
Right up until that. Hey, you wanna maybe let me suck your penis?
Right,
I'm like,
right.
hey, you know what? No, but I will keep dancing.
Yeah,
Right.
just give me more of those grape leaves, buddy. But can I just say this? I gotta jump in here. Can you fathom what that is like to be gay and invite a 18-year-old straight person to your home and actually get dinner, go upstairs, show pictures of a house, and actually attempt to transform this like
Without
what
a doubt, the
wild-
hottest.
Like, well, I mean, what a wild concept! Like, imagine you find this lesbian chick and you're into her. You bring her to your home and actually try to seduce someone of a different orientation. That is a crazy idea.
I think it's called Chasing Amy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it must. I mean, I'm sure there was like a variety of things going on in his head,
Yeah.
with all of which were mind-blowingly hot.
Well, I mean, it's just a crazy. That takes a lot of balls and.
Oh, to
just-
turn a straight boy? Are
Yeah.
you kidding? That's hot as shit.
I mean, it's hot, but like, what's the record on that? It can't be high.
No, it's not good.
I had sex with a lesbian once.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How do you know?
she told me.
Wow.
She's like, this is my first time having sex with a man. I've been out as a lesbian for like 5 years.
Did she squirt?
No, this was not in the 2-year window.
Did you do it the way he did it? Come on over. I got picked up the food.
Yeah, I
We'll
was
see
like,
some
hey, you want to
houses."
take a look at my Gay Straight Alliance advisors' pictures from some houses in Chatham County, North Carolina?
Wow.
Yeah, you're
Mark,
a very special lady.
Mark, what's the closest you've ever come to being seduced by a man?
I'll tell you right now.
Please, that'd be a perfect time.
All right. I was friends with a guy named.
Let me tell you guys a story.
I was friends
Sorry,
with a guy named Drew when I was like probably 12.
Okay.
And he was a bit of an odd duck, very sensitive. He would cry a lot. Nice kid, but just weirdo. And one time we were it was a sleepover, and I met him at summer camp, and I don't know, I never really liked him. It was one of those guys when you would call your house, I was like, Mom, get me, I'm not here.
Right.
You know? But he was such a soft kid. I never wanted to hurt him. So we were sleeping at his house once, and, you know, back in those days, you slept in the same bed. And he kept punching my butt, like as a joke, like, I'm punching your butt. And I was like, yeah. And time to go to bed there, Drewy. And then he started squeezing my butt.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, jeez. And this is one of my best moves I've ever pulled to avoid a gay interaction. He's squeezing my butt. Now he's kind of massaging it. And he's trying to make it jokey. And I let go the biggest fart.
Yeah, you're
of
like a
all
skunk.
time. Yeah, I just shot at him. Boom! He hit the wall. He hit the other end of the room. And he was like, whoa, Jesus, why didn't you tell me? I was like, I got to go to bed. And that was it.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yeah, the fart.
Yeah, luckily that's serendipitous that you must have ate some farty foods.
I
earlier.
know. Mediterranean.
That would have been bad if you had just, had something that make you
Shit on
fart.
yourself.
Well, I would have shit if it came down to it.
Yeah.
Put a finger in my
Fart
ass.
didn't work. I was just
Yeah.
gonna shit.
The fart's like a blank, like that's just a show.
Right.
That's
next
the
one-
warning shot.
The next one's a real slug.
Right.
Did you say warning shot already?
Wow.
No,
Okay.
that's the name of the episode, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You grew up in a black neighborhood? I'm not good at listening.
Treme.
I had one of those in, but it wasn't anything because I was 9. We were both 9, me and my friend Matthew.
You can fuck at 9.
Damian Lemon did.
Is that
Huh?
right?
Yeah, have him on the show.
We've tried
We've tried
100 times.
hard.
He's got great stories.
I know.
Um,
Fucking black.
he lost. Yeah, I was on a podcast with him a while back. He lost his virginity.
What? He did
at
a different podcast?
9.
Oh, boy.
Well, he grew up in Harlem.
With 2 women.
What?
Older women.
All right,
I'll
don't
let
give
him
away
tell the
too
story.
much. He's
All
got to
right.
be on
So
eventually.
anyways, he's great.
If he ever stops being so racist and saying no to us.
Right?
Yeah, he's actually supposed to be here. He's just really late. We booked him in January.
CPT. That's one thing that I said. Like I first heard about CPT when I was doing stand up in college.
Uh-huh.
I was performing mostly with other black comedians,
Yeah.
and they would show up 15 minutes late to the show. Sorry, man, colored people time.
They would say it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so I still say that as like a jokey thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's.
I don't know
I've never
either.
been
Yeah.
called out. Like I'll say
Colored
it. I'll
is-
say it to like black people,
Uh-huh.
and no one's ever called me out on it. But I can tell that it sometimes makes people uncomfortable. So I should probably not do that
I think
anymore.
colored is derogatory.
It is now, yeah.
Yeah. It's like somebody colored them.
So is Negro.
Yeah, that's no good
Now,
anymore.
why is
yeah.
Negro bad? Because
I don't
Caucasian
understand.
is okay. And I feel like they're the same boat.
Well, I was actually thinking about the National
Negro College Fund,
Yep.
whatever that
There's
is.
that.
Yeah.
What does NAACP stand for?
It's colored. National Association of Colored People. Or
National
Assistance-
Association for the Advancement of Colored
Advancement,
People.
that's it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, we can't say it, but it's in the thing. You know?
By the way, they're about to give an award to Donald Sterling.
They were about to, yeah.
Ooh.
is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
His second one.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I feel like we got to get into some stories here.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
I
We're
farted
talking
on a
too
gay
much
kid.
about
That's
that
about
guy.
all we've got.
Oh, so I was
he got
over
the
at Matthew's
gay-
Oh,
house.
right.
He almost got fucked
And,
by an old man.
that's
That's
true.
right.
And I we decided to take a bath together.
Wait, what are you?
Well, we'd been
21?
playing outside and we were dirty. And so
Okay.
we came because I was spending the night at his house, and so we ran a bath, and we were both sitting in the tub naked together, like it's nothing.
How old?
9,
Oh, okay.
and it's not like we're washing each other or like making out.
Yeah.
That was like not on my radar at that
Right, right.
point. But his dad comes in and he goes like, "No,
Wow.
No! This is not what you do. Hey, put your clothes on. I know you guys don't know any better, but this is not what you do.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'm with the dad. You got to learn to not be bathing with guys.
true.
Come
You're-
on.
yeah, you're
What if it was a
9?
girl?
Yeah, fuck that
I guess,
girl.
yeah, that's still.
Yeah,
No, I guess it's still not appropriate.
Wouldn't that
No.
be great if the dad was like, no, you always wait for me. Takes his robe off, he gets in.
It'd be easy to get a girl to squirt in the tub.
Why's that?
There's water already.
All right.
You know, it's funny. When I was a kid, I didn't understand how a girl could sit in a pool and not fill up.
Yeah.
I just didn't get the physics.
Wait, you figured that out?
Well, I still don't get it,
Yeah,
but
it's still confusing.
it's kind of crazy.
That happened to me once.
Is that right?
No.
Oh,
I think it seals up,
I guess so.
right?
But I mean, you can get a finger in there. Why wouldn't water just go in?
I think that's why you can't fuck in the tub. I think it's bad for them. They can die or go into
No.
shock.
It's not because
or
they
something.
fill up with water, though. It's the same reason your butthole doesn't fill with water.
Oh, good
Well,
point.
that thing's sealed.
Right.
Oh yeah, I got a
Well,
cork in there.
the labia flaps tend to close off, and there's
Now, what is a labia flap exactly?
The
It's
lips.
the labia. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
The lips of the vagina.
There's a majora and a minora.
Which I don't
like
know.
the Jews.
Yeah,
You light one.
Yeah.
When I look at a vagina, I can't really. I don't know if I can tell the difference between a majora and menorah.
Yeah, I'm still learning a lot about it. I'm 30 years old.
I love a vagina.
I'm looking for a bunch of candles down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I did the VFW show.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah, that was the story I was telling, and then you called us racist, homophobe.
Wow,
Right,
we
but you
got
guys
off on
kept
a-
talking about
It
it.
got off
really
on a
derailed
tangent.
the show.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have me on again.
Oh boy, we'll have you back. That's a good trick. That's like Costanza. You digress into calling us racist. We have to defend ourselves for 2 hours, and you're like, "Well, I'll be back again."
Right.
Then we
trying
can
to-
tell some stories next time.
Trying to squeeze out some extra Twitter followers out of us.
I will say this: your podcast is one of like 4 that I listen to on the regs.
Wow.
Oh, that
Thanks,
makes me
man.
on the rag.
Regs.
Oh,
Oh,
you're having a period.
red pants.
Oh, I did allude to that myself.
My surgery's bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, you got a dick implant.
So, anyways, we did this gig. Bruins come back and win. Hot show. My whole family's there. Don't you love it? You ever do a show in front of your whole family?
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, my family's good. They laugh. They're dying laughing at the end. They were all saying thank you. It was singing my praise.
Nice.
And my buddy E.J. Murphy there. I hadn't seen him in 15 years. My buddy Sean Sullivan, he was also a regular listener. Greg Stone, Anthony, everyone kills. Don't you love those shows where everyone kills?
love that.
It's all your friends, family in the audience.
Food?
We had no food.
Ah,
But
shit.
But when
Folks
we
and
went
fun.
back, we went back to my parents' house afterwards. We played dice till like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
We had pizza delivered. We're eating
Yeah.
pizza. Just the most funnest weekend of my whole life. I cried. I got emotional the next day.
Wow.
I like that.
My dad, I was making my dad laugh.
Hey.
And then my dad never says I love you or anything. Greg and Anthony are like, "Well, your dad really loves you, huh?" And I was like, "What? He hates
I don't
me.
know.
He's never said anything." And they say he was just watching you from across the table laughing.
Wow.
It meant a lot to me.
I love that.
I was getting them to laugh. It was just a great weekend. We drove back yesterday. We had a great road trip back. It's me and Greg Stone, Anthony DeVito, and we decided we got to go to a strip club. Let's go to a strip club.
Hey, all right.
But we decided like 3 hours into the ride. So we're already past New Haven and everything. We're in like Westchester County. So we're all just Googling strip
You
clubs.
got Queens.
I know, but we wanted to go on the road. Once you're back in
Yeah.
Queens, it's a whole different thing.
That's true.
Now we're just down the street from our girlfriends.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
pull off the exit and go see some tits. And
Yeah.
then drive home. And they're both wearing basketball shorts, which is very dangerous. at a
Bad
strip
move.
club.
Oh, yeah.
But they thought it was a good move. They're looking to come.
Is that right?
They want to come. I'd be embarrassed.
Coming at a strip club?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah. I never was a big fan of coming in my pants. I didn't,
Yeah.
don't like it. Don't care for it.
Did it for years. Can't recommend it.
So we're Googling strip clubs. Greg Stone, he's got himself a gay phone. They
Come
kept
again?
giving him men gay clubs.
Oh.
All these gay, every time he searched.
Oh, really?
So I
that
wonder if it's been
interesting?
trained, and then he was acting like, I don't know what's up with this.
Interesting.
So I think Stone's gay. But
Possibly.
either him
And
or
you're
his
outing
phone.
him on your podcast right now?
Him or his phone or both are gay. They kept
Wow.
Googling gayness. And
So
then
how was the gay strip club? Did you go?
we didn't go. So finally we find one called The Office,
I like
which is a
that.
good name. Honey, I'm
Yeah.
at The Office.
Right,
You know, not
right.
bad.
Nice.
Not lying.
And Anthony DeVito, who's a real quiet guy, he was on the podcast one time. He told the story about masturbating with his mother's tits.
That's a really funny story.
He's
Very
doing it as a
funny.
bit now. It's classic. Classically funny guy. He's so quiet. He's a shy guy. But he's one of these guys. You're one of these guys, Mark. And Mike, I assume you are too, who's real good at making the phone call when everyone's around. When you got to call the business. I'll call the strip club.
Right.
Dude, I was driving. I had to pull over. I'm crying laughing. He goes, hello, is this Tit Inc. He goes, hey, it's Anthony, which is already hilarious. He
Yeah.
says this guy, hey, this is Anthony. How you doing? And he's like, good. And we could only hear half the conversation. Sometimes that's the funniest thing.
Yes.
Because you just hear him going, oh, okay. Oh, so you're not a physical strip club. You just distribute. Oh, okay. Well, where do I go to a strip club? He's asking him all these questions. He's so funny on the phone. I'm
Yeah.
dying. And he's keeping a straight face somehow.
Who used to do that on stage?
Newhart.
Newhart, Bob
Yeah.
Newhart, right?
So he calls, and the strip club, he goes, Beamers. We're just hearing this half of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Beamers. So I'm like, Greg, type in Beamers into your phone. And then Andy goes, wait, Beavers? Oh, Beavers makes more sense. And the guy's like, what? And you can hear Andy going, wait, you've never heard of Beaver? This guy at the strip club had never heard the term Beaver.
Wow.
And he's like, no, it's Beamer. And then Andy's like, well, doesn't Beaver make more sense for a strip club? And then I'm yelling, no, Beamer, like an erection, I think, right?
Wow, I've never heard that.
And then Anthony's just like, beam me up, Scotty. Muff? You never heard of Muff? And the guy had never heard the term Muff.
What?
And then Anthony goes, well, that's weird because you're in the business.
Yeah.
Made me laugh. You're in the Muff business.
Right.
Strip club.
Wow.
So anyways, we ended up finding the office. We went there, but it was closed. It didn't open until 6. And so we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we just sat here and waited for the strip club to open for 4 hours? We just tailgated. But it was too late, and we had to come back home. But still a great trip. And it almost made it better that there was no strip club.
I have some addendums to make to our strip club.
Yes. Now,
Adventure.
you and I went to a strip club together, Zachary's on Cape Cod and Mashpee.
Yeah, and I don't
Massachusetts.
remember any of that.
Yeah. Well,
I
remember
didn't know
that.
where I was. I think you were driving.
Yeah. Tell the listeners here at home the actual story.
Well, so we walk in together, and I was wearing a pair of Timberland jeans that I had gotten on sale.
Yes.
Sweet deal for Timberlands, $20, I think.
Nice.
I'm like, why are these so cheap?
right.
This is great.
Probably stolen.
And we show up at the strip club, and I realize why underneath the black light there was a stain that started at my crotch and ended up around my knee.
Wow.
So it looks like automatically just being in the parking lot, I was like, strip club, and just came in my pants.
Right.
So we get in there, and I'm like, oh, and there's I'm like, I gotta put my legs under something immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
So the stage is set up like a table, and so we go and sit right at the stage, put my legs under the table, and then Joe says, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so while Joe's in the bathroom, the stripper comes out, and she starts dancing for me because I'm the only guy there. It's noon.
Right.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a really bad strip club also.
Oh, yeah. Very smoky, from what I recall.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm tipping her,
Yeah.
and Joe comes back, and he goes, hey, who's your friend here? Like, yeah, it's a fun, kitschy thing to say because she's a stripper and working for money.
Right.
So I go, I don't know, Jennifer? And she stops what she's doing. And this is part that Joe says. She stops what she's doing and stands straight up, and she's like, how do you know my name? And I was like, oh,
Wow.
it was just a wild guess.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
so, and Joe goes, you have a very nice house.
I
I was like, Joe, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so nobody's in the strip club except for a couple bouncers, the manager, a bunch of strippers.
Yeah.
And so she goes and talks to her manager, and we're both like, yep, it's agreed. We should leave.
Yeah.
We should leave right now. And so we leave. 2 stalkers leave. One guy's got a huge cum stain on his pants. I don't think I've been to a strip club since that.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, we should all go together.
Yeah, let's go right now.
All right. I'm down like James Brown from the waist down.
Oh, no, I went in 2010.
Damn. Well, we can't go now then.
How's Jennifer doing?
Still living in her bushes.
Different house. And tell the Robin Williams story.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Joe and I, we would hang out a lot.
Now, this was your idea, the Robin Williams. I was not on board for this.
I'm a huge Robin Williams fan from way back, but
Oh, yeah.
then when you start doing stand-up and you find out he was stealing jokes in the 80s, you're kind of like, he's a hack, or like he's not funny, whatever, which is totally not true. Robin Williams is the funniest guy.
The movies are great. I mean,
His
Aladdin.
movies are great. His stand-up is great.
Great
Yeah.
actor. Not on board with the stand-up. That live at the Met, I can't follow. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I
He's
don't know.
climbing the
He's in,
rafters. He's all coked up.
He's in San Francisco. He's got on the Mork outfit.
Yeah, that's the one, I think.
Yeah, where he makes the hack joke about the police car coming to pick him up.
Yeah, and he climbs up the thing at one point. He's just yelling and
Yeah,
wacky.
yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
the-
I prefer that.
The rainbow suspenders?
I don't
that's
know if he
old.
was wearing them.
Okay.
but it was implied.
Ah.
So
He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
so he hadn't done stand up for like 5 years.
Something
At that point, he was back on the wagon. Like a dentist convention had paid him like $500,000 to come do stand up. Which even if you're Robin Williams, you're like, well, that's $500,000. I think I'll do that. So he was working out at the Comedy Connection, and I was like, dude, we have to go see Robin Williams, right? The show sells out in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just like you, so I was like, I'll go, but I hate the idea of paying to go to a comedy show, especially Robin Williams. I hated it.
Oh yeah,
But I
and my
went.
girlfriend was there because she loved Robin Williams, and what is this 2007?
6 probably.
Oh, boy,
2006.
So I'm jazzed to see Robin Williams. I really want him to
Bring the heat.
bring the heat, but he hadn't been on stage in 5 years. So how's he going to bring the heat?
Right.
It was a drive-by fruiting.
Run by.
He really went for it. He
yeah.
went for it, but going for it. Also, the Comedy Connection staff put us on the front row,
Oh,
Yes.
which is what you never do that with comedians.
So,
No.
and the Comedy Connection is my home club at this point.
Right.
I've had sex on the stage. That's another great story to tell another time. I've slept on the stage. I'm there every single night. I know every bartender, every waitress. Now I'm in line like a schmuck to get tickets. And they're like, let's take us to your seat. I'm like, hey, Justin. Hey, Joe.
Right.
Here's your seat. They put us front row on the stage.
Yeah, right up on the stage.
Wow.
Like if it was a strip club, I'd be underneath the stage.
Right.
Yeah,
Our feet are up
yeah.
on the stage.
Yeah, so he launches into about 5 minutes of opener wackiness, and I was like, oh no, this is not gonna go well.
He stinks.
This is awful.
bombing?
No,
Oh.
he's murdering
Oh,
But he sucks.
because he's Robin Williams. Everyone's
Right.
like, ah,
There it is.
terrific.
There it was.
This is what I paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him move.
Oh,
look at
wow.
that face. Listen to those voices. And I'm like, well, they don't make sense together.
Right.
Yeah.
None of this makes any sense.
Yeah.
And so,
That's about it.
Yeah, he sucks.
so as a comic, we know, and he knows, this is not comedy.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
He's feeling it. And so he's looking around in the front row like, let's do some crowd work.
Uh-oh.
He sees two guys sitting together,
Couple of
Yes.
nerds.
couple of nerds,
Yeah.
and he beeline for us. Hey,
Oh, boy.
what do you guys do? And like on the inside, we're like, we're comedians and better than you.
You
know.
Considerably better.
Yeah, which is not off
right.
at that point. Nothing against. I mean, Robin Williams is one of the best stand-ups of all time.
You're
But
saying nothing against. One thing against. Your act sucks. That's against.
at the time, after not doing stand-up for 5 years and like a year of sobriety, yeah, he's not doing real well.
He's
All
not
right.
listening. He sucks.
So, anyways, he turns to us and he's like, "What do you guys do?" And we're like, "Well, on the inside, we're like, comedy. On the outside, we're like, ah." He goes, "You must be students, huh? What are you, MIT geeks?" And we're like, "I don't understand what you're talking about."
I think he started calling us gay a bunch, too.
I don't recall that.
No, I think he was like, you guys are dating, you fuck, you suck dicks.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Help is on the way.
He just kept, hello! He just kept doing it a lot.
Yeah. And he kept coming back to us, and he's like, "Where are you from?" And we're like, like here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, just
Go on. Yeah, get away from
so
us.
it ruined Robin Williams for me
Wow.
until I was at the UCB probably 5 years ago, and I saw him do a Herald. He sat in with a long form improv team at UCB.
What's a Herald?
A Herald is a long form improv structure that has sort of like different acts in it.
Ah.
And, it's a structure to sort of like create a piece.
I
So
see.
it's not just a bunch of scenes, improvised scenes. It's a piece that like falls into itself, and sort of like an episode of Seinfeld or a season of Curb. Actually, fun story there.
Oh.
Del Close used to work on SNL as sort of like a comedy consultant.
Yes.
And it was the same year that Larry David worked
Oh, wow.
on SNL, and rumor has it that he stole the Herald idea from Del Close and applied
Whoa.
it to Seinfeld, structurally the best sitcom that's
Yeah.
ever existed.
Wow.
So that's a little fun thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so a herald is sort of like an improvised episode of Seinfeld.
Is that stealing? Isn't that just a way of doing a
Yeah, it's
show?
not-
And you're
it's not-
like, well, that's a good way to do a show.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
You can't steal an improv idea.
Right.
It's all been done.
Yeah.
And never been done. So I saw him do a herald with this team, and he was like really good at listening. He wasn't taking the spotlight when it wasn't his time. Like he was actually a good, well-rounded improviser. And I was like, oh, well, this guy's got it. And then I heard him on Marin's podcast, and I was like, redeemed.
Oh, wow.
Love Robin Williams.
Well, that's what he's a funny guy, but he's not a stand-up.
He's the funniest.
And a tremendous actor, too.
Great
I think he
performer.
wants to be a stand-up. He desperately
Everybody
wants to
be
be
a
like
stand-up.
Richard Pryor.
Right.
Who
right.
doesn't want to be like Richard Pryor?
Well, a few things about him.
Nuns, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, but I had a similar thing with Carlin. I'm a huge Carlin fan. I don't know if I've told the story, but he was the first comic I ever heard. He blew my mind as a kid, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So I was dating this girl at the time. She got me tickets to see Carlin at the Biloxi Casino in Mississippi.
Great gift.
Huge gift.
That
I was
is a
like,
great
oh my
gift.
God, we're going to see George Carlin live in a theater. Woo! Ah! So we go, and I'm so excited. I'm holding the book. I'm holding his book, When Jesus Brought the Pork Chops. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get him to sign my book. I can't believe I'm going to see a legend, a comedy legend.
That's awesome.
This is before I did comedy, too. So I get there.
How old are you?
It's probably like 2004, so I was probably 21, something like that, 22. And we drive. It's a 3-hour drive. We drive there. We're so excited. We get there. It's nothing but hicks and hillbillies and like drunken hooligans going in, like sleeveless shirts and overalls. I'm like, what the fuck?
I hate
I
a
thought it was going to be
hooligan.
all these intellectuals. It's George Carlin, you know?
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is kind of a bummer. We sit there, everybody's hooting and hollering, cheering. Ah! The opener sucked. He was like this huge hack. And then Carlin comes out. I'm like, there he is, George Carlin. And he open mic'd the whole fucking thing. He had huge notes. He had big papers.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of a bomb. He's getting heckled. He was like, fuck you, shut up. I'm doing my act here. And they're like, do the dirty words. He's like, blow me, faggot, die. And I was like, this is it? It was a huge bummer. But, later I got it because he was just...
Yeah.
I heard an album later, and he did all the stuff from the album. And it was worked out. It was polished, and I get it. He was just running the material and trying out new.
Yeah,
but,
but
at
you
the
feel a
time,
little cheated when you want to
Crazy
see somebody
cheated.
for the first time and you don't understand how a stand-up act is crafted.
Yes.
You're like, oh, maybe he's not funny.
right?
That's why you got to do it at clubs. That's why
Yeah.
it's like Carlin just did that at theaters, but
Right.
now you would do that at a club, which makes more sense. And you're a special guest. You're a surprise guest.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Spike Lee was at the Comedy Cellar last night.
Oh.
Saw my act.
Speaking of this and Spot, that's great.
Yeah. He didn't think I was racist at all.
Ah.
How many times did you drop the N-word?
I think he's racist, though, to be honest.
Oh, clearly.
I didn't
I think he's
say the N-word.
prejudiced.
I didn't say the N-word at all.
There you go.
Good. Didn't you used to in your act a bunch?
Not a bunch. I've had a few jokes. I still have one joke where I say it.
Yeah, I have one as well.
Yeah.
Same thing. Who's the guy from Get Out? John Leguizamo.
Oh, that guy stinks.
Well, I used to love his one-man shows.
Ugh. Boy, you
I,
got some odd taste.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Start
Well,
with those
I like
pants.
theater. I like characters.
Oh, right.
And I was a student at UGA, 21. Had been doing stand-up for a couple years at this point, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to see somebody doing what I want to do on a level that I want to be doing at. And he's in movies, and I want to
Yes.
do that. And he did a 2-hour show
Wow.
sitting down in the corner, sort of riffing through like movie sets that he'd been on and famous people that he knew, and there was
Yeah.
no punchlines, there were no laughs. And I was like, "What are you just stole $15 from me?
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
It's a good
Ugh.
price. I think that guy
Jesus.
stinks.
Now looking at it, I'm
He
like,
sucks.
he sucks. No, looking at him like, well, he was probably working through some stuff, but it was so unpolished, and I'm sure you felt this way with Carlin, that I was like, at least come in with some things
Something,
prepared,
yeah.
and then hammock the new stuff in between.
Of course.
Be a professional.
I love a hammock.
Love a hammock.
What's the best comic you've ever seen live?
I'll
At
tell
any
you.
point.
I'll tell you right now.
Blew your mind, worth the money, or worth the time?
I saw Louis C.K. do Chewed Up live before it was out
Right.
at Comics on 14th Street. I paid. I bought tickets. We sat in like the third row. It was me and a bunch of guys, a bunch of other comics. And this is before Louis was Louis. You know, he was great. Everybody Shameless was fun and everything. But before the show, and it was before he was doing that hour a year thing. And he did Chewed Up. live. We were all blown away. It's one of the best comedy albums ever, and we got to see it live, worked out in a comedy club, murdering. And it was so good. It was with all the comics were like high-fiving each other, like, did you hear that bit? Oh my god! Ah.
Right.
So that was probably my best.
I was at the taping.
Oh wow!
His tickets.
That's even better.
I gave the tickets, but my thing for that similar feeling. A couple. I got two real quick.
Yeah, hit me.
And the tape. I saw Tell. Same deal right before, 3 weeks before he did Skanks for the Memories. Which I think is the best album. The East Providence Comedy
That's
Connection.
such
Wow.
a fucking good album.
Oh,
yeah, it's my favorite
It's
album
so
ever.
quotable.
I brought my buddy Jeff Welch. It was his birthday. And my friend Mike Leary came, and they only knew him from Insomniac. They
Yeah.
just show a minute of stand-up up front, and like, oh, yeah, that guy's funny. Okay, we'll see that guy, the guy with the show.
Yeah.
He seems funny off the cuff, I guess. And so we went, and that club is so small, and he was working on that album, and he was just it was insane.
Yeah.
It was that album live, and same thing. We were 3 rows back, and we're like, this is fucking that's the best thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. And similarly, went and saw Brian Regan. My buddy Ira was opening. Ira, a frequent topic here. And we went, and it was it was a Sunday night show, and it wasn't quite sold out, and there was a bunch of comics in the back with Artie Januario and Ed Regal and my Uncle Dale. And we all went, and I've told this story before, but not on the podcast, I don't think. I've never laughed so hard. It was the best show. I've been to 25 Pearl Jam shows, Springsteen. The best show of any kind I've ever seen. Unbelievable. We were
Yeah.
laughing. I was laughing so hard that I blocked my ears and looked away for like 5 minutes because I was
my
like,
Lord.
I'm sick. I was
wow.
getting sick to myself, and people were looking at me because I was laughing so hard. It was like a grenade in the room. He doesn't do clubs anymore, which is a bummer.
What a bummer.
Because for the performer, the theater is much better, but for the audience, the
Yeah.
club is so much better.
Wow.
And people were laughing. You started laughing at how hard other people were laughing.
Yes.
And then you look up, he's making goofy faces. The bits were amazing.
Wow.
And it hurt me. I felt physically sick to my stomach from one guy.
Yeah.
I got bummed out. I was like, I'm in pain. I'm not enjoying this anymore. I have to take a break from this guy talking.
Wow.
It was unbelievable.
Two things. One, but when I saw CK do the chewed up, Chris Rock and Paul Thomas Darren Aronofsky were in the back. So I got to watch them watch Louis, Chris Rock laughing and going, oh, that's a great bit.
Right.
So that was fun. Two, what about the Stanhope show at BB King's?
Oh, that was amazing as well.
You describing that to me blew my mind.
That was amazing as well. That was like I sat in the audience with my buddy Henry opened. I was with my girlfriend. It was like a date, and he was unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah.
that guy's unbelievable. But better than that was the one I saw him at Caroline's on a Sunday with Todd Barry, and I sat next to Attell,
Oh, boy.
laughing, and Doug was like turning to Dave, and we're sitting, shoulder to shoulder here, and
Yeah.
he's like, Dave, what am I doing? I don't want to do this anymore. And Dave's like, what are you talking about? You're the best. I love it. Keep going.
Wow.
And Todd Barry's sitting behind us. And with Stanhope, you get whatever. It's tough as a fan, but it's amazing as a performer. You get whatever mood he's in that day. If he's been drinking all day, you're getting a drunk show. If he's angry, you're getting an angry show. If he's happy, so you don't know who you're going to see.
Yeah.
A bunch of people went to see him, a bunch of our friends, all week, Thursday through Saturday. They were like, it sucked. He sucked. He was drunk. He was an idiot. He wasn't even doing bits. But for whatever reason, that Sunday, I think because Todd and Dave were there, he brought it, and it was amazing. And Attell's like dying laughing. I'm laughing. It's so fun watching comedy with someone else that loves comedy.
Oh, it's the best.
And you're like, you're not talking. You're just like, how good is this?
Yeah.
I just watched a special of his on Netflix a couple days ago.
Beer Hall Push.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
There's so many great
It's
jokes.
so expressive too. Like he's talking about real life,
Oh, yeah.
real life and death things.
The mom dying.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is really fascinating and interesting,
Yeah.
and his take on it is so funny.
That's the hour he did at BB King.
I'll tell you, recently, I saw somebody own an audience in a musical.
Back to the theater again.
Yeah,
Jesus, this guy.
50 Shades the musical.
Oh, jeez. what are you
boy.
doing to me?
Well, friends of mine had written it, and I was going to be. They gave us free tickets. I was going to be supportive, but Chris Grace plays.
Oh, I love Chris Grace.
He plays Christian. He plays like the lead guy, and so he's overweight. He's a plump Chinese guy, and so when he comes out, like all the ladies there, like they have like backup dancers that are ripped and everything, and when he comes out, everyone in the theater's like,
Oh, wow.
shit, I gotta watch this guy forever.
Yeah.
And he does he performs a song, and I haven't seen a stand-up kill like this in years. He he owned the audience with a song called "I'll Fuck You," and he goes through the audience and tells every woman how he's gonna fuck them.
Oh, wow.
And it's great. He's like a gay guy.
Yeah.
So he can get away with that.
But they don't know that.
Ah.
And so, like, this guy who has everything working against him in these women's eyes, like, turns the audience in his favor, and the whole musical, he kills it after that.
Wow.
It's really, really great. So if you have a chance to see 50 Shades the Musical, I recommend it.
All right.
I saw Mike Epps at Caroline's
Oh,
when I
yeah?
was like 21.
Uh-huh.
That was an amazing
He
show to me.
murders.
He is so funny.
Yeah.
Rich Voss opened for him.
Oh, interesting.
And he was all right.
Yeah.
But Mike Epps came out and just slayed.
Mike Epps just shit on Kevin Hart. Did you hear about that?
No.
No.
Yeah, he said he wasn't funny.
Oh,
Yeah. He said, I'm a real comic. That guy's not a comic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
that seems bitter.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happens when
But-
people get successful.
He is funnier, I think.
That's
Epps is
that's a
funnier.
real Dane cookery.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
I feel like we should wrap this up here.
Yeah, but oh boy, we got real passion at the end there.
Yeah, we got some passion, but I think we got another show coming in soon.
Oh yeah, what time you got?
It's 2:42, so we got a couple minutes.
I got to tell you, I just went to
Please.
I went to a gig in Jersey, which I recommended you for, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I did this kid, this Jewish ghetto kid, got a wild hair up his ass, and he said, "You know what?" He works at a restaurant. He said, "I'm going to have a comedy show here." He paid me $600, an hour train ride out in New Jersey, Livingston, New Jersey.
I've heard of that.
And it was at a pizza joint. It was one of those things where this guy picks me up from the path. He's got glow, what do you call it? Neon lights in his car, like
Love
super
it.
wigger, big earrings, big diamonds. Jewish kid. He's like 4'8". You know, crazy.
We
like
call that a woo.
yeah, like, what's up, motherfucker? I'm so glad you came up. Blaring rap music, you know, we're driving to the gig. It's just one of those things where you're like, boy, comedy really takes you to some places, huh?
Of course, yeah.
So we pull up to the gig. He's like, I'm going to get you dinner. I'm going to get you dinner, motherfucker. I was like, all right, great. You know, so
Motherfucker.
he puts me in the back.
It's okay to tell somebody not to call you a motherfucker. I don't think that's racist.
I didn't mind. So
It's kind of a compliment if you think about it.
I guess. So we're walking through the restaurant, and it's one of those things where this is the burbs. This is way out. Everybody's super jerseyed up, like big crucifixes, gelled hair, V-necks.
Yep.
So cliche. And so I'm walking through it. Everybody's staring at me like, that's the comic. That's the comic. It's so weird. And people are coming up to me like, hey, what's up, man? I'm so glad you came. Very nice people. Couple weirdos there. Give me the stink eye, but what are you going to do?
They're the funny ones.
Yeah, right. So there's a weird mix of old people, young people, wiggers, Guidos, you know, whatever. So they're like, all right, go in the kitchen and hang out. We'll get you a pizza. I was like, all right, cool. I'm meeting the staff. Very awkward. Meeting a pizza. The guy goes and sets up the room, moves a couple tables around. He puts like 4 or 5 spotlights, and there's a giant speaker on a tripod just right in front of me. I was like, all right, this is it. And I was like, who's the opener? He's like, oh, no opener. I was like, well, there's a host. He's like, what do you mean a host? I'm the host. I was like, oh, so you're going to do some time? He's like, no, I'm not a comic. I was like, oh, jeez. All right. So,
How great is that guy?
I mean, nice kid. He was just clueless.
It's awesome that he's getting in touch with people and driving them out and paying them. I think that's great.
Yeah, it was great, but it was just.
I mean, he has no idea what he's doing.
No idea.
I'm just saying that's great to bring.
He's trying.
He's bringing comedy to people who normally don't see it.
Exactly.
That's great.
It's great, but it's not great for the comic because it never goes well.
Right.
You know, it's just weirdos who are just like, make me laugh with their arms crossed, you know, and they're eating pasta in front of you.
So how'd it go?
So I'm just standing on the floor with all these tables, and it was great. Like the first 10 minutes were hell, you know, but then I
Yeah.
started making fun of the kid. I was like, this kid's got, you know, neon lights in his car. They're like, he does. I was like, yeah, he's on Percocet. It's very obvious. He is, you know. And, but then like the last, you know, 35, 40 minutes were just great, and we had fun, and we bantered, and the guy drove me back to the path, and it was a cool night.
I love a good night like that. I'll do that show.
Yeah, you should do it. It's decent money, and you go out there, and it's just one of those things where most of your life is avoiding new things.
Right.
But comedy pushes you into it.
Of course,
And it's
yeah, that's what's
scary,
so great.
but it's fun at the end of it.
Maybe I'll bring an opener.
Yeah, bring an opener.
Not bad.
Drive out.
Mikey, you want to get back into stand-up or what?
Yeah.
You got some great jokes, I always thought. You opened for me one time for a Bob Mello gig, and then you came up, we did improv at the end.
Did we?
Yeah, it was real silly. It didn't really make
Yeah.
sense.
Nope.
It was great fun. I feel we got to have you back because we got so much more to get to. But we're 75 minutes in here.
Yeah, we went.
I
gotta
think
wrap
that
up.
was a real fun story to end on.
They're gonna throw us right out of here. They're gonna fire us.
Should we end on something racist? I feel like this was a big race episode.
I've got a fun.
know.
I was just at a couple weddings this weekend.
Uh-oh.
And
Gay?
Black?
Neither Russian.
Ooh.
Oh,
even
sorry.
worse.
That's the opposite.
One was my was a family wedding, so my parents were there. My girlfriend and my parents for the first time. That went well.
Wow.
Big.
And
Nice.
my parents have been together for over 30 years.
Gross.
Right? And so yeah, nasty. So it flowed like this. The MC was great. He goes, "All right, we're gonna have the bride and groom do their dance." They do their dance. Very good. They've been taking dancing lessons.
The arms folded with the legs kicking. Russian.
No, some people did that though.
Oh, cool.
Then the mother dances with the groom. She was kind of awkward, uncomfortable.
Right.
And so he invites all the couples that have been married for 20 years to come up and
Oh.
dance with them.
Nice.
So I think that's a smooth move. You get all the old people up first, and then he's like 10 years. So younger couples, and then finally everyone's surrounded. All the couples are on stage, and then the people who really want to dance, the single people, are like itching to get on stage. So by the time everybody gets onto the dance floor, everyone's on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Smooth move. So
Nice.
he goes, couples who've been together for 20 years or more. And my dad stands up and he starts looking for my mom. Because she's the kind of person who takes pictures at every wedding.
I'm that kind of person too.
Even though there's already a photographer.
Oh, yeah.
But she's nowhere to be found. My dad's like searching high and low. And finally, he just goes onto the dance floor by himself.
Yeah, Dad.
And he starts dancing with an invisible partner.
Oh,
Wow.
Within 5 seconds, my mom is right there dancing with him.
That's
And
adorable.
I was like, that's faith right there. That's
Yeah.
nice. And I was telling my mom that it was really cool. The next day, she was like, your father was dancing by himself? She hadn't even noticed that he was dancing by himself.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's on the
Interesting.
sauce, huh?
Yeah, she is so drunk all the time.
I can see that.
No, they're in love.
Oh,
wow.
right. Oh.
Okay, I see.
Good for them.
Is that's not
Gay.
Gay?
Yeah,
You
you're
guys
gay.
don't want to end on a happy love story?
No, this is a
Fine.
comedy podcast.
Yeah.
I,
My
was-
dad hit my mom
Yeah, I've seen it.
right in front of Greg and Anthony and Mark.
What?
Great hook.
They called him up on we FaceTimed Mark.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of that bitch.
Skyped
Yeah.
it. Hit
Yeah.
her right in the coon.
What?
He beat her like a black guy.
Yeah.
Gays.
All
Well, that got weird.
right, you kikes.
All right.
Keep listening. We love you. Send us some tweets.
Micah Sherman, plug some business here,
yeah.
Micah. What do you got?
yeah. I have a regular monthly show right now that is called Old School Sketch Comedy Show.
I've done that.
Joe's done it before. I started it because I wanted to get, I do improv with a bunch of people, but it's only improvisers, and I wanted to get because I don't do stand up anymore. I don't get to see people's acts or hang out with people much anymore. So I got a bunch of my stand up friends, improvisers, and sketch comedians together to put together this monthly show. We write the show in a week.
Where do you do it?
The Pit.
Oh, nice.
So the next one is May 20th,
All right.
and at 8 p.m.
Get out to that,
Nice.
folks.
Yeah, it's fun. I've done it twice. My girlfriend did it once. We had a blast.
Yeah, tell the people about it.
Yeah.
What's the hook?
Well, it's fun. Well, we write the whole show. We get together. We have one meeting. We pitch a bunch of ideas. Then we write all the sketches. Then we have another meeting. We cut down sketches, whatever. We rehearse, and then we do it. It's like SNL.
Yeah,
do it
it's-
all in a week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really intense.
It's real fun.
You should do it sometime.
I'd love to do it. Do you after it's over, do y'all come out and wave?
Yeah, we wave.
Oh, nice.
And we all fuck.
Yeah, we actually do an improv set at the end. We get suggestions from the audience, and then we go backstage and we plan out sketches.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
It's the only time I've ever done improv, really.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And what's your Twitter handle, buddy boy?
At Prof Dork.
Professor Dork.
Professional dork.
All these things.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Professor Dork,
Mark,
great
where
porn
are you going to be? What's up, buddy?
Well, I'm not sure when this is coming out, but
Next Monday, next Tuesday.
All right, well then I'll be come check me out at the Comedy Attic in Bloomington. I'm headlining the 15th through the 17th, and follow me on Twitter. Then I got more dates on the website, Mark Norman Comedy. You know the drill.
Nice.
How about you, JoJo?
Well, I put some dates up on comedianjoelist.com. Most of them are in the city here. I don't have a ton of road stuff coming up, but listen here to the pod and keep being kind to each other, and we're not racist.
Good night, spigots.
Yeah.